Oh, we ready. We back, baby.
What's the word? What's the word? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't quote me. Podcast stream. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? My name is
Episode
T
one.
Moski. This is episode one
Yes, sir.
of the Don't Quote Me podcast.
Because
I'm
literally,
here
do
with
not
my
quote me.
I'm here with my man today.
The one and only Ty Anderson. We here chilling with my comrade. We've known each other about 15, almost 20 years. I'm glad we finally came together with something we both like to do. You know what I'm saying? Because we kind of two different people, but at the same time, we both love the same thing: fashion, women, music, entertainment. I'm a little I'm a little gossipy on my end. I like that type of shit. You come with the facts. You
Wait a
come with
minute.
the
You
facts
forgot
more than
about money
anything.
though. You
Oh, money
forgot
man, of
about
course.
money though.
None of this shit is cheap. For sure, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, everything else is, of course, too. See, of course, we like
Mm-hmm.
money. But of course, we like
Mm-hmm.
money too.
That's true. That's true. That's true. I'm a big partier. My boy, he used to be a big party.
The
So
beast
yeah,
has
we're gonna
been
get to
humble.
a hmm,
The beast has been humble.
the beast has been humbling. I know that's right. There's a couple things, man, I want to get into, man. There's a couple things. Um,
What
we
they
all over the
talking
place.
about?
First episode. First episode. Diddy goes back to trial today. They thinking about dropping his shit. It's too much left and right things.
I told
Um,
you, I said, because they ain't really proving nothing for it. All you just proving that Diddy is a freaky motherfucker, bro. That's it. Oh, well. It's a lot of
that's
more
true.
motherfuckers
Hmm.
freakier than him in this motherfucking world, bro. He like to watch his bitch get fucked. Who else don't like to watch that? I ain't gonna say who else like
Hmm.
it's a lot of motherfuckers who like to watch that type of shit also. You know what I'm saying? I personally don't like no tea like
Hmm.
that. I'm
Yeah, yeah. I'm not watching you. None of that shit. And honestly, life's too expensive to be paying.
not going.
Paying, man.
And there's
All
other
that shit
things
is
I
all
could
wrong.
be.
I'm just
There's
gonna like
other
Diddy
things.
was. Um,
There's other things to get into when you got a bunch of money. You don't have to always go do resort to some sexual freaky shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a bunch of other
hmm
hobbies that he could business ventures that he could have tried and got into with your time. It's like you sitting around idle. You know what I'm saying? You getting sitting back on like you took a break from music. You know what I'm saying, or whatever you want to call it, living life, and this is what you're doing when you're taking a break from you. You ain't got nothing to do. You ain't jumping into no new business ventures. You ain't doing what Jay-Z doing. Every time you look up, Jay-Z got his hands into different type of business or trying some shit. You know what I'm saying? And Diddy just
Yeah,
laying around
Diddy.
having freak offs.
Diddy. Yeah. Diddy. Yeah, the freak offs is crazy, man. That is crazy. Just imagine a nice night. We just got a couple of Grammys, a couple BT awards. Get to the crib. Yeah, let me call up that chef that was cracking you last week. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like, how? How do I got all? How? I've never been the type. Now, let me ask you this: um, Do you believe Diddy did all this type of shit?
As far as what? The sex
As
trafficking
far
or
as the
having
sex
freak offs?
trafficking, the freak offs is
I
clear as day. We
mean,
see
but
that.
with the law, but see how the law is, right? Anything can be labeled as sex trafficking, though. It ain't like he's literally human trafficking women purposely for sex. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he's got some type of sexual ring set up or in doing this. You know what I'm saying? He just the motherfucker that's, you know what I'm saying? Wherever I go, I'm gonna go have me a freak off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go get the people,
Hmm.
the people that's in the freak off, y'all flying out. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? How am I sex trafficking? I'm not holding nobody
No,
against they will. He didn't. So like they making it seem like
mhm.
he got a stash of people and they only set for freak offs. They ain't doing nothing else in life just to be participating in freak offs. And wherever I go, you gonna go. Like no, it's nothing like that, bro. Like they has tweaking with that shit. It's like I said, it's just showing that bro just a freaky nigga,
He
bro.
said they
Like,
asked.
okay,
Law
bro,
and crime.
he if his pleasures, bro, like you know what I'm saying, this nigga kinky, bro. It's a lot of motherfuckers out here that got kinks and shit, bro. This man is really just being on
Mm-hmm.
trial and we judging him by his kinks, bro. That's what's going on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't did like he
Yes,
ain't
sir.
okay,
Right.
he put his hands on Cassie. It ain't like he around his bitch shooting people, pistol whipping people, forcing nobody. Everybody
People,
that gave a testimony was not forced. Everybody that gave a testimony wasn't forced.
what about the Kid Cudi? What about the Kid Cudi?
Damn, ain't nothing to prove. That I
What
blew
about
your car up, dude. What are you talking about?
I mean, they had the picture of his car, but like, did I blow up your car?
That's,
And all he did, he really
hey,
said is, he said, "You're done." That's all he said. He said, "You're done." This page called Law and Crime. Shout out to them. They got a nice little update video
go
of
ahead. Let's listen to it. Let's watch it.
Diddy. I'm gonna play a little bit. It's long, so we just gonna be jumping through it. I'm in Miami, turning up another notch. Shout out to Drizzy Drake.
Powerhouses comes crashing down.
I was up, but I made no excuses. I'm disgusted. I'm so sorry.
A year ago, Sean Combs stood in Times Square and was handed a key to New York City. Today, he's been indicted
Crazy.
and will face justice.
He's dealt with every challenge in his life, and he's not guilty. He's innocent of these charges.
As his controversial past faces questions
Let me ask you this.
that could reveal long buried secrets.
For myself, and I think a lot of
Yeah,
other
see, this
people
shit's
in
crazy.
this industry, I mean, it's all a shock.
I wonder what they want from me. Okay. That hotel video is crazy. I think that really smoked him, for real, for real. Like,
Smoked
I
them
don't
on
think people
what though?
necessarily care
Smoked
about
them
his
on
freaky
what
side.
though? A
Yeah,
domestic?
because he's not charged with nothing. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
A
yeah, yeah.
domestic? They smoked
That's
them
what's
on a
crazy.
domestic?
Yeah,
Aggravated domestic?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, right, right, right. You right.
I mean,
You right. You right.
that doesn't prove sex trafficking. That does
Mm,
all that proves is that I
mm.
beat my bitch.
Which is
That's
crazy,
all that
man.
proves.
We don't
I
we
beat my
don't
bitch
condone in
before.
that, but like, was I still supposed to pay her though? That's the crazy thing. 30? 30? Man,
But that came from, you know what,
Jesus.
at the end of the day, Diddy love Cassie. So it's like, damn,
Mm-hmm.
all right, man, I'ma sell it out because it's you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go through all this because it's you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's like if, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you want a girl that you really love, y'all broke up, and she decided to sue you. You damn.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You got it though. You
Diddy.
man, look, man, you can go and have that shit, man. It's you. You the only motherfucker get away from some shit like that. I guarantee you. Nobody else would though.
Mm-hmm. He said, "You got it, man." So that's another thing about lawsuits, because once everything was cool. Niggas was on the fence. We was, hey, maybe not. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, once he paid her, that's when we all took the, not all, I ain't gonna say we all, I can't speak for everybody. Don't quote me. But I feel like that everyone, that's when everybody chose. That's when everybody's like, oh yeah, yeah, he guilty, welcome back. But like you said, to go back to what you just said though, that ain't what he in jail for, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Rico though on Puff Daddy is crazy.
Because they saying because
Let's
he
see.
paid for because the video, you know what I'm saying? He
He
paying
was
for
born in
shit from
Harlem
the Bad Boy
after his
account.
father was murdered. He went to an all boys
Mm-hmm.
Catholic school and then went off to Howard University. And that's when he started throwing these parties. And Diddy was always the life of the party.
What's up, y'all? Coming here live from London. Extremely humble.
That's what I'm saying. Life of the party, bro. Like, oh my God, bro. And I've been partying for a long time, bro. I'm so happy none of these type of things be, you know what I'm saying? Knock on wood, but like I'm just happy my character has always remained the same with this whole outside shit. Cause I've seen the outside really like transform people, bro. I ain't saying like I'm just a saint or whatever, but like you get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to be happy about. Let's start there. But like I've seen people take the outside. Like I thought I took it serious, but I've seen people really take that shit serious and like fuck they whole trajectory. I probably said that wrong. The whole thing up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, man. Catholic boy, whatever.
Humble, grateful, and blessed. Just got nominated for a Grammy.
Crazy.
Eventually, he obtained an internship at Uptown Records, and that is where his career in music begun.
Today's honoree is
What I don't
the
get is
first male rapper.
what I don't get is Diddy don't write. So how does he get? I don't understand that. Like Diddy don't write. Everybody
What you
write for him.
mean?
How is he? How do you get an award? How do you know what I'm saying?
For what?
I'm just
Award for
confused
what?
on that.
Award for what?
I get the what they just say. I think they just said it.
The Walk of Fame? That's what that is.
No, Walk of Fame. I understand that. I guess the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I get that. Yeah.
A
To be
Grammy?
honored on the Hollywood
You talking
Walk
about the
of Fame.
Grammy?
A Grammy. A Grammy. I guess I understand that one too. I think I misheard
Honoring
it. I think I thought
Sean
I saw him
Diddy
as like a
Combs.
songwriter or something. But this is just a Walk of Fame. And yeah, Diddy could get away.
Not only is he a rapper, not only
What is going on with the internet? This is killing me.
is a legend. Who knew that this bad boy
I never knew that
was
Jamie
going to
Foxx
turn into a
was on
great
this.
man?
By
'Cause I do wonder why they keep asking Jamie
1990,
Foxx about
he's working as a talent director for Uptown, but he hits it big 3 years later when he starts Bad Boy Entertainment. From there, it just explodes. He's signing people as a producer, big names like Notorious B.I.G., Usher, Mary J. Blige. It's music, it's fashion with Sean John, where he's a founder. He was literally.
Let me ask you this. Why do you think, like, in order to put out a thing like this, you know, shout out Law and Crime Network, is where I got this video from. Why well, they don't do interviews too. Like big names don't do interviews like that. Like big name. Like the people they just named, Mary J. Blige. I ain't seen an interview from her. She ain't said nothing. She's not even getting called to court. Usher, he ain't
Because this
saying nothing.
didn't
He ain't getting called
happen.
to
This
court.
didn't happen during the. This didn't happen during their time. This happened during Cassie time. You know what I'm saying? During the
Mm,
Cassie
okay.
relationship. All this shit, like I
Mm,
said the same thing, like people like Mason, all them too, but this didn't happen in the 90s. They ain't talking about nothing in the 90s. He was cool, he was straight, he was a real nigga, I guess, you know what I'm saying? So to speak, I guess,
right.
you know what I'm saying? But he probably
So to
still
speak,
was
yeah.
getting down on people on the label
At
side.
the same time,
That's the only bad thing you heard about Diddy at times, that he wasn't, you know what I'm saying, his label deals later on wasn't, you know what I'm saying, wasn't good. Like being part of Bad Boy label wise and business wise might been bad, but just far as the brand, like oh I'm Bad Boy. wasn't so good. I don't know.
Right. At first, it was a contract. People just said he never paid niggas.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You
He's the
got
top
people
of the
like Making
world
the
when it
Band,
came
Red
to
Cafe.
music, entertainment, alcohol, anything that he touched. He had the Midas touch.
Congratulations. Get that chair shot one more time to make sure y'all got it. And over here with
No word from Mark Wahlberg.
They stand up out that business.
cheers. Love it.
His entire extended
It was just business. It was just business.
well past his kind of rapping
I wonder what I get.
career. That's where he was making
And
more
I
of
just
his
say,
money.
hey,
Actually, was off of his,
you know how it is.
I guess, material empire.
He seemed to be really dedicated to being successful in the industry. He decided that instead of following someone around, he would make his own way. And he did that. He also is presumably a family man. He has been in some very public relationships. There's
R.I.P.
Tim Porter. I think we all remember his relationship with Jennifer Lopez. He has
No word from J-Lo.
and he really takes pride, at least publicly, in being involved as a father.
It's no secret how prominent Combs has been in the music and entertainment industries, and not just for his own work.
He just knew how to spot talent. At one point, Diddy had his hands on everyone's career. It seemed like every artist that was on the chart at one point was Bad Boy.
He makes himself out to be someone that people think they want to be. He lives the life that people think they want to live, where it's glamorous, you're flying around, you're on yachts, you dress nice. He was known for throwing parties. The problem is when you have that culture and you don't have people telling you no, you don't have parameters and guidance. And it just seems to get more and more extreme.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so. Yeah, that's what's up.
No comment.
His name ain't been brought up in nothing, bro. Just
As
like
Combs' fame and fortune,
His name ain't. His name ain't brought
so
up in that.
did
like
his
they
circle of
like
friends.
that's what I'm
And
saying. They
word of his
making it seem like
notorious
it's more
parties
than what it is
quickly
for the
spread.
whole time, bro. It's
I've
just
got a lot. I
between
can't
him,
tell.
Cassie, and the
So,
few
Because
people.
what you're saying, everything we looking at now, everything we looking at right now has nothing to do with the case. That's what you saying. This is basically
Yeah,
like
all them
a
people.
summary.
There's like because they making it seem like it was a celebrity freak off, bro. Like he having celebrities. That's why back when this case dropped, they was showing these videos. They was showing these same videos to make it seem like all LeBron James, Ashton Kutcher, Mark Wahlberg, and them at the Diddy parties, and whole time, bro, it's just between him and Cassie,
You
bro,
can go down the list of
and a
celebrities
few
who
other
would
people
go.
that you know what I'm saying. Not no real
However,
celebrities.
rumors
Mm-hmm. I know real celebrities. I don't even know who them other niggas. Ain't no
Right, that's
Ball
what I'm
Diddy is
saying.
crazy.
Like
4 times just to protect my integrity and that I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
Do you believe Cat? Now, at first, I just thought he was just doing that. That interview was just for. But like, man,
unless
ever
unless
since that
unless
interview, shit
unless
just been
unless
spicy.
Hollywood then got to the people, to these celebrities that was involved, like, no, we just gonna keep this about him and Cassie, bro. And their freak off. This ain't about fucking Diddy and Usher and all these
Mm,
other people. I mean, yes, he been suspected of some weird shit and doing some weird shit to people. They say the Justin Bieber thing, don't want to be around him no more because he felt some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Some weird shit going on. Maybe so. But Justin Bieber ain't saying nothing.
maybe so. Yeah, he ain't saying nothing.
Unless Hollywood,
Yeah. We definitely gonna
unless
chat.
this
Oh, there
thing
you
is
go.
really going on.
Right now, he's having 48.
Look how young he is,
Where we
bro.
hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me, and we're gonna go full crazy.
Whether it be
No, bro. Why he just look like that?
15-year-old's dream. I
Niggas
don't really
nigga
have legal
thinking.
guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me, and we gonna go.
Said, whoa, hey, what you mean? Mean with you?
Full.
48 hours.
Oh,
Whether it be
man,
for hip hop,
2
music,
whole
African
days.
American or
Look at
black
Diddy.
culture,
What'd you say?
Sean Combs.
3 whole days is crazy.
Yeah.
15 though. We was lit at 15. We was lit at 15. We ran into Diddy in Stone Country. And he like, you know what? Me, you, Beto, the crew we normally rolling with, same vibes. Like, now, come fuck with me. We probably would have got on the bus, bro.
Come on, we probably
I'd have been like, damn, what am I gonna tell my mom? What am I gonna tell my mom? How do I explain to my mom I'm at Diddy house for 3 days? Your mom ain't going.
Oh,
Your
bro.
mom ain't going. Oh my mama, she coming. Hell nah.
Day just to tell the truth. So hopefully we can get down to the bottom of this. I'm 100%. The charges against me are 100% false, and hopefully due to time we'll start.
Fame came with several run-ins with the law, one of the most infamous being Combs' arrest in 1999.
December of 1999, Sean
Nigga's a
Combs,
criminal.
his then girlfriend Jennifer Lopez, their bodyguard, and a young and up-and-coming rapper by the name of Shine all go to a nightclub. There was a dispute, and according to at least one of the 3 victims that were shot, Sean Combs is the one that shot that person.
I came here today just to tell the truth. So hopefully we
Right.
can get down to the bottom of this. I'm 100%. The charges against me are 100% false, and hopefully due to time we'll start to see that.
J-Lo was quickly not prosecuted. DP declined to prosecute, so she's out of it. Sean Combs, the bodyguard, and Shine all go to trial.
How y'all doing this morning? Excuse me.
We're going to win this trial. The facts
Ball
are
Diddy.
going to set Mr. Combs free because he's not guilty here, and that's all that matters is the facts.
The bodyguard and Sean Combs acquitted. Shine convicted of reckless endangerment, assault in the first degree, possession of a weapon, but acquitted of an attempted murder. Shine ends up doing just shy of a decade.
There were allegations that he had bribed one of the drivers to pretend the gun was his and to sort of take.
Fucking Shine, man. So he was innocent the whole time? No, he was guilty on the other charges. But what hit the media
Well,
is the attempted murder. You know what I'm saying?
but they found him guilty on
Basically.
what they could prove. On what they could basically prove. They can't prove the tip murder, but it's basically like the whole Tony case. But that's how most tip murders get dropped down anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's like and nigga plead guilty to those charges like that, bro. Like in certain a lot of certain cases that I was around, bro. A lot of people with attempts and shit, or with pipe cases, they had aggravated use of a weapon and shit because they, you know what I'm saying, they kind of, you know what I'm saying, play it out because that's better than the attempt murder shit, you know what I'm saying? Or about just the same, but
Right.
But you would rather have
This is not particular to
the
Diddy.
other charges.
This is particular to men with power and money.
Y'all don't know how to be accountable. I'm accountable. I pay all y'all checks every week. I'm accountable. It's my responsibility to run this company. I'm accountable. I don't make no excuses.
Following this turbulent time for the hip-hop heavyweight, Combs quickly
Allegedly.
pivots to growing his empire, including signing new artists like Cassandra Ventura, more popularly known as Cassie in
Hey, before this trial, I never knew her real name. Deadass. Never. But shout out Cassie because she got a fire mixtape. Fuck. I'm gonna get back to it once it clicks in my brain. But she has a fire mixtape that dropped a long time ago.
And it's French designer.
I'm wearing Rick Owens and some Louboutin shoes.
Combs and Ventura soon go public with their relationship, but after several years, it suddenly ends.
They were on and off, but after a decade, there's no ring, there's no children. They broke up. So you're starting to wonder what is going on with that relationship.
But
What you mean?
Real quick.
You see how people just all up in
That's
like,
exactly what I
damn,
was thinking.
they've been together 10 years on and off. He ain't got no ring on her. He ain't got no baby with her.
Ain't got no ring.
Something going on in that. Something
What?
going on. We need to investigate that relationship. Like what?
Like what? wait, what? Bugging. Oh man, that is crazy, man. But let me ask you this though. So you don't believe 10 years is too long? Like at least an
For
engagement
what?
ring, something, right? For a chick.
I mean, it depends on what's going on in the relationship, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, you know, some people feel like rings mess up a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cause now I feel like my thing is I'm gonna just feel like, and I say this humbly, now I just feel like we own each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
Like your word is just as strong as mine. And I
but a
don't need a ring to
woman,
tell you. I don't need a ring to tell you that your word is just as strong as mine. But at the same time, it's like
and that's
the ring just
the
says new
man,
nigga.
but that's the man's perspective on that because we think a lot of like, yeah, man, that shit don't. Man, my words and me telling you, me being here, it should be everything. But a woman is like, it's not that they
Mm-hmm.
materialistic though, but like they need that to show it to basically show the world, basically. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Because if it's not for you to show the world, then why do I have to get you a ring? Why I have to let people know that, you know what I'm saying? To let people know that, oh yeah, you know. That's me showing you
Mm-hmm.
off, showing you want the marriage to be shown off. You want people to know that you're
Yeah.
married.
Mm-hmm.
Why? What does that does? You know, it's just I don't know, validation for the
It
woman,
just make them
bro.
feel good. But
Yeah,
am I wrong for not giving? Oh, okay, even better though. Am I wrong for
it's
not giving
another
her a ring
level.
in 10 years, or her wearing a
No,
ring for 10 years and we still ain't got married?
oh, I
What
think
if I give her the ring like in year
wearing
4, and then 6 years later we still ain't got married?
then yeah.
Then
But
yeah,
I
I
mean,
can see
some
people gonna speak on it for sure.
yeah, like that. Y'all ain't married, y'all still engaged. Cause then after a while it turned into like now it's just like a promise ring. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
know,
you
I
just
think
not. Yeah,
engagement should last about no more than 5 years. You know what I'm saying? An engagement. I feel like, you know what I'm saying?
for
And
sure.
I mean, likely because you never know what's going on and about just to get finances and everything together, depending on what you want to do, it's gonna take you probably about a year and a half, 2 years to plan a wedding for real. You know what I'm saying? But
It's gonna take me 5 and 5. I can propose in 5 and then marry you 5 years from there. I gotta know because I feel like at 5 years, like the longest I think I've done probably about well no, the longest was about 9. But that was the young days, you know what I'm saying? Marriage definitely wasn't on the brain. I don't even think I was working. But it's like now that I'm older, you know what I'm saying? We could if you can do a 10-year run with me, we should get married. For sure, for sure. 10 is a lot, you know what I'm saying?
when
Especially
do
at
you
this age.
start
By
thinking
10,
about
hell yeah, I better be
when?
married.
But when do you start thinking about marriage though? Like in your head before you were bringing it to her
By
and
the
just
third
being
year.
like, man, this might
By
be
the third
something
year.
I get on the
Because if we
kick
3 years, yeah, you gotta think 3 years in, it's a lot of days. It's a lot of bump heads. That's a lot of rocky roads. And then you sit back and be like, damn, we still at
Especially
it. 3 years.
and that's
Okay.
3 years and
I
that's
might have
three
to,
years
you know what I'm
living
saying? And
together.
them next 2 years,
Is
and
that
that's
three
3 years
years
living
living
together, all
together?
that.
Is
Yeah,
that
3 years
3 years
living together.
living
Most
together?
likely for some people, For some people, that's 3 years living together. For some people, they probably done had 2, 3 kids. For some people, niggas probably done, you know what I'm saying? They probably done fucked up bad or in and out of jail, and she just still sticking around. You know what I'm saying? I just think once you hit that 3-year mark, yeah, you playing around with it at the crib, like, yeah, I'm about to marry your ass.
What did what
You know what I'm
so what
saying?
did for you?
By
What
that 5th year, by
determines?
4 or 5, by year 4, what'd you say?
It just is it just because the relationship long? That's when you consider marriage, or what is it that what is it about a woman, or quality or qualities that you would consider like, damn, that's some real
Man,
wifey shit for you to
man,
start thinking
me
like that
too.
though? Because in those three
For you
years,
to really start thinking
she
like
ain't
that, I
doing
need to know
nothing.
how strong you is mentally. If she
Right.
ain't doing that in 3 years, man, stop it. There's no way she's thinking about me. I'm not even thinking about it. At this point, we just
Right.
roommates.
But
But
y'all cooling
like I
though, but
said,
she
that's
ain't
for
really like
different
you said
cases
though, like
though.
you said, like you said, but y'all cool, the
Yeah, she ain't
relationship
doing
cool
nothing.
though, but like you said, but she ain't like, you know what I'm saying, really showing
Like
wife
if
qualities.
she was a server all her life, like if she was a server for the first 3 years of us dating, and she good with her money, she doing her thing. Because a server, to me, is the quickest way to tell how good a girl is with her money. You know what I'm saying? To me.
Mhm.
Because some people already got the big jobs, so the money is there. So they, you know what I'm saying, mentally, you already ready. You know what you need to pay for out the band. I'm talking like the nurses and all that. They getting that check. I know some broke nurses though. Don't get me wrong. But for me though, yeah, it's the main thing. It got to be the loyalty. I got to know how strong you is mentally, especially dealing with me. I'm a Gemini, so you know it ain't. It's fun, but you know it got its dark moments. But at the same time, you hang in there. The loyalty. That's what it's really about. The loyalty. I just got to know you 100. I got to know I can leave you in a room full of whatever, and you come out untouched, unclean. I mean, you know, say come out untouched, clean, the same way I put you in there. You know what I'm saying? I got to know when the breakups come. You ain't running the Billy Bob Joe from fucking 8th grade. You get what I'm saying? I gotta know. I just gotta know you standing in there, and then you, like I said, you look up and be like, okay, we had 3 years. You know what I'm saying? We didn't. You know what I'm saying? We done went through the ups and downs. You like, okay, I'll think about it. By the 5th year, everybody know who you is. I'm that comfortable now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I throw a ring on there. But you know what I'm saying? I also believe once you've been like cheated on or once you've cheated, you know what I'm saying, that pushes the time a little further in life too. You're never gonna be sure. You're gonna be like, just don't know, man. She did do that one thing. I did do that one thing, you know. But at the same time, I'm big on the word and the meaning of longevity. I love that word. That's what I
Mhm.
say when I'm taking a shot, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all about long term because, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can bump heads, but like, ain't nobody dead about it. Ain't you know what I'm saying? At times you gonna hit below the belt. You gonna pull a cheap shot. Yeah, that's gonna happen. But like, did you die though? You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother topic, man. That's a whole nother topic. What about you?
Hold on, bro. Somebody knocking at the
What you
door.
think? Oh,
Hold
you
on,
Gucci, you
someone
Gucci.
knocking
I'm gonna
at
let
the
this
door.
run. Go ahead, I'm gonna let this run while you do that.
But even though their relationship ended, what came next shocked everyone. In late
Follow me
2023,
on YouTube. Follow me on YouTube. It's called Don't Quote Me, the Don't Quote Me podcast. I'll have it up here soon. I'm still very new to this right now. But the Don't Quote Me podcast, definitely tap in with me. And if you know me, definitely hit me up. Definitely hit me up. And let's get on here and chit chat, man. Fuck it. Try to get some money out of this too. Yeah, no. But let's get back to this stuff.
Ventura files a bombshell lawsuit against Sean Combs that changes everything. And you won't believe what she alleges.
We had no idea at the time the tumultuous nature of their relationship. We didn't know what she was going through.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, real quick. This is a law and crime legal alert. A mother was recently awarded millions of dollars in a lawsuit against baby formula manufacturers after her
Yeah, that Diddy stuff crazy, man. And that's one of my favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus. Like, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why? The real question is Diddy guilty? Or is he just a super freak? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because if you ask me, I think both. And it's just fucked up on all ends, man. It's like, man, never know out here these days. Chilling here, but yeah, I'm starting this. Trying to start a podcast or whatever y'all call this. It's definitely what I'm working on, man. So leave me some tips, comments on what y'all think I need to do better and not do. Any advices, any programs? Definitely. Excuse my partner. He's just loud as hell. I'm finna turn this on back on.
Or go online and accuse someone of something.
I've settled $4.125 million with Diddy. Okay, but he's scared that I was exposing. I seen the liquid cocaine, I've drank it myself. Having sex with Diddy and Cassie. Okay, it's not good. He drinks it all the time.
At one point in time, Sean Diddy Combs was one of hip-hop's wealthiest moguls. His years in the spotlight brought success and pitfalls, but he always seemed to land on his feet. That is until 2023, when his strong arm of influence began to unravel in the wake of a controversial lawsuit.
There's one thing to go on an interview or go online and accuse someone of something. But the second there's a lawsuit involved, I think is a powerful, powerful move. Cassie was incredibly brave to put her story on paper.
In her civil law.
Hold the hell up. All I'm saying is this. She did that for some money. What are we missing here? She did it for some money. It ain't like if she would have did that the next following day, I would have been like, you know what? Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, cook his ass. But he was already paying you for this. This because he missed the payment. It's because he missed the payment.
His car.
Diddy.
She did allegedly
Oh,
suffer at very high lengths his abuse.
That she was the victim of abuse, sexual assault, and rape at the hands of Diddy.
Cassie alleged she was victim of sex trafficking, that she was forced to engage in sex acts with male prostitutes, that she was threatened, that she was a victim of violence. She's alleging essentially that this was one big ongoing criminal enterprise.
We learned from Cassie's lawsuit that she did try to date rapper Kid Cudi and that Diddy allegedly blew up his car and told her that he was gonna blow up his car. She did allegedly suffer at very high lengths his abuse.
It took her years, obviously, to get the courage to come forward. In the shadow of Me Too, where we're talking about,
Hey, with Diddy turning up and shit, you see that in today's time, bro. Every male, I ain't gonna say every male, don't quote me. All I'm saying is I've seen people go to the extreme. Blow up a car? Nah. Catch you at the bar or the club and press you? Yeah. Hop in the inbox and press you? Yeah. I don't condone it. I wouldn't do that. That's just weird. But you know what I'm saying? I've seen it happen. They turn crazy. It gets crazy. It gets crazy. But
It
anyway,
He's
does, bro.
arrested for basically shooting up Donald Trump's Miami golf course. It's crazy. He gets arrested, and during the interrogation, he says at the time, which sounds completely outlandish, that he was, and he does like the kind of air quotes, a sex slave to Diddy and his girlfriend Cassie.
He's part of what's
Who
called
we
the
talking about?
Boulay. The Boulay is a branch of the Illuminati. I
talking
had
about Diddy
settlement with
though.
Sean. Okay. Yeah.
Jonathan Odie is a sex worker, stripper, porn star, and in 2018 he was arrested for basically shooting up Donald Trump's Miami golf course. It's crazy. He gets arrested, and during the interrogation, he says at the time, which sounds completely outlandish, that he was, and he does like the kind of air quotes, a sex slave to Diddy and his girlfriend Cassie.
He's part of what's called the Boulay. The Boulay is a branch of the Illuminati. I had settlement with Sean, okay? And he belongs to that agenda. That's why he's so famous. They land all the contracts.
Jonathan Odie had beef with Trump, with Obama. People didn't believe him when he said that he was involved with drug-fueled sex parties with Diddy.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot of business. I was like a sex slave, okay? For them, that's what I was.
He's some kind of just like low profile.
Real quick. Whoa.
Yeah, when you
What
say
was that information supposed to do for him? What did that have to do with shooting up the like
exactly, I don't know, but
Odie is saying.
what
Cassie Ventura's lawsuit that was filed in
being
November
called
of
a sex slave is
2023
crazy
came
though.
under the New
He calling his own self a sex slave
it sound like some Cosby.
because they used you for sex, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not because they held you against your will.
Is that like when someone called himself a bot?
No, I don't know, bro. I guess,
Is that
bro,
on the
but
same level?
I don't know. It's not like I'm defending Diddy, but bro, like
Yeah,
when you hear
why
sex
he
slave,
sitting on the
bro, it
stairs like
wasn't
that?
like they
No,
wasn't
not
holding
defending
you
Diddy. It's
against
just
your
like
will.
sex slave. It's like, no, you was one of his
It wasn't
hoes.
holding you against your will,
Yeah.
bro.
Some eyebrows.
Probably the largest.
Three came under the New York Survivors Act. The law allowed for people to be able to sue who were victims of sexual assault, no matter how far back it goes. So she filed, I think, probably the day before the deadline or the week of the
Rewind that.
deadline. It was
Rewind that.
settled within 24 hours of the filing itself for an undisclosed amount. Once she filed, I think, probably the day before the deadline or the week of the
Go back some more.
For them, that's what I was.
He's some kind of just
It's
like
good right
low profile stripper, porn star, is a sex slave to Sean Combs. At the time, it sounds absolutely ridiculous. But Cassie's lawsuit seems to be corroborating what Odie is saying.
Cassie Ventura's lawsuit that was filed in November of 2023 came under the New York Survivors Act. The law allowed for people to be able to sue who were victims of sexual assault, no matter how far back it goes. So she filed, I think, probably the day before the deadline or the week of the deadline. It was settled within 24 hours of the filing itself for an undisclosed amount. Once she filed her lawsuit, that was the catalyst to this entire investigation, and I think opened up the floodgates.
While Ventura's lawsuit is resolved very quickly, this gets the ball rolling as several other people come forward with lawsuits and accusations of their own, including one which definitely raised some eyebrows.
Probably the largest name, the largest recognition being Rodney Jones, who is a music producer. In Rodney Jones's civil lawsuit, he alleges prostitution, RICO, sex trafficking, and potentially the trafficking of minors. He himself was a victim because he was also coerced into performing sex acts.
Stop playing. You heard? My boy want that check. No human harm.
Only thing I didn't understand is the whole Hold on.
the violence,
Threatening to
the
eat his
threats,
face.
stealing money from Little Rod, and he was just thrown aside by Diddy as just a kook, as someone who's a hanger-on, someone trying to get money. But he provides corroboration to Cassie.
I think that because Cassie's lawsuit had settled, that other people started filing lawsuits in the hope that their cases also end up with a big payday.
Even Combs' son, Christian Combs, is implicated, facing a lawsuit of his own.
Christian Combs, earlier this year in April of 2024, was accused, and there was a lawsuit filed against him for allegedly
said about Diddy over the years. So when you hear stuff, you almost don't know if it's true or not.
Not everyone with a Sean Combs story has filed a lawsuit. Other celebrities have come out with their own allegations, and they take it straight to social media.
We walk in and there's all these ladies there wearing their club gear.
Welcome to America.
Let's hear what she got to say.
This drink. I turn and my manager's walking out. The music's low, the lights are dim. I realize that I'm in the studio with Diddy and Kanye, and there's 3 other men and me alone. I'm not in the industry anymore. I'm not filing a lawsuit, so I'm not getting paid. I'm not looking for clout because who gives a
So what's the point of
about
making
me?
this video?
So why would I lie about this?
What was
As
the
this
point?
man, known
What
for
was
his
the point of making?
association with luxury, fame, and a wildly successful media empire, finds himself at the center of multiple career-ending allegations, what is soon revealed is worse than anyone could imagine.
Moski beat the out of her. I shouldn't say that because I'm trying to protect her image, but he beat the out of her.
Okay. Puffy was just tweaking, if we're being for real. All right. He just was getting hella money. I don't know. I just hope, man, like I want a lot of money. I really do. I would love a lot of money in life, but I don't want it to drive me crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, on the real, bro.
I don't want by the time I get a bunch of money in life, I look around, I ain't got no motherfucking, what'd you say?
Go ahead. No, he said no. I didn't say no, bro.
wanted to make sure that what the people were telling them was accurate and that they would be able to find evidence to back it up. And of course, they did.
Amid several lawsuits and allegations of questionable conduct, rap icon Sean Combs is also under criminal investigation. And on March 25th, 2024, with search warrants in hand, federal agents take action at 2 of his houses, one in Miami, the other in Los Angeles.
They did that to make sure that they would not raid one property and he would be able to clean out the other. They wanted to go into both of his main homes at the same time and get whatever information they could. What they were investigating was human trafficking, sexual assault, and solicitation and distribution of illegal narcotics and firearms.
Let's just say it doesn't look good. Again, we pray that P. Diddy has nothing to do with this, that he's innocent of all the allegations being leveled against him. But it ain't a good look.
So how we had to look at it.
During the raid, dozens of agents searched the properties thoroughly to make sure that they hit every single secret entrance or room, looking for anything that will point to illegal activity that was happening on the properties.
The civil lawsuits meant everything for the ultimate criminal investigation of Diddy and the raid. Without the civil lawsuits, I don't think the feds would have gotten involved. They wouldn't have known about this.
It was Ronnie Jones's civil lawsuit, in my opinion, that actually started the raids. Ronnie insinuates that there's videos of all of this.
He was the one that said that there are tapes in Diddy's homes in LA and Miami. And then lo and behold, March 25th, just weeks after Ronnie Jones's lawsuit, they go and search those exact same homes.
In Jones' sexual assault and harassment suit, he went so far as to claim that Combs had hidden cameras in every room of his homes and that he had, and I quote, compromising footage of every person who has attended his parties.
Oh, did the camera catch that? Got the camera! Oh, got the camera!
They went in there knowing that there was digital evidence, hence why they turned the house basically upside down.
Combs'
That's
lawyers
probably
called the
why they
raids an
seen who on the
unprecedented
videos,
ambush
man.
and a witch hunt, saying HS.
What'd you say?
They know who on the
What'd you
videos,
say?
man. The videos ain't came up. All those videos they saying they found,
No.
they ain't come out.
Ain't
They ain't even
mm-hmm.
really came out and trial. They showed certain videos at the trial.
Yeah. Yeah, they ain't really said no names. Yeah, they really ain't even
Ain't
said no
no,
names. 'Cause I sure thought somebody name was gonna get brought up.
Away. I know they've gotten
bro.
some flack
They
for that,
know.
but that was actually the appropriate thing to do. They did find guns, mostly AR-15s and other weapons with the serial numbers taken off. They found drugs.
Damn.
They did find ketamine.
But it was the digital evidence that really got people talking.
Once they got a
Bro, and then ketamine, that's horse tranquilizer.
Yeah.
He used that to kill horse, put a horse down. People be really
But he
taking it.
wasn't
It look
using that.
just like
Yeah,
snow. People really be
I
taking it.
know.
And really, he wasn't using it for that.
I read
No, he
about.
wasn't
I
using it
heard
for no
about it.
horse.
I used to watch. I used to watch. Drug. It's this show on National Geographic. It's come on called Drugs Inc. And like in Puerto Rico, they
Mm,
used some shit like that. I don't think it was Puerto Rico. It was
yeah.
somewhere else, but they was talking about that shit, bro.
hmm
And they was like, in Drug Inc. They just be showing people off that shit and shit, bro. Motherfuckers strung out off that shit, following people's lives and shit.
That's
The
that's
people
wild.
that's selling that
That's
shit,
wild.
that's getting that shit.
a hold of this digital evidence, they started processing it. And they started looking
hmm
for the individuals that were on the videos. And they were able to take statements indicating that they were being held against their will and they were participating in these acts against their will.
People lie, but video does not. And if he's on these tapes that shows him involved with the sex acts, perhaps involved with violence as a perpetrator, yes, that could be used against Diddy.
There was a time when almost everyone only had glowing things to say about Sean Combs. But after the lawsuits, and particularly the raids, that all changed.
For myself, and I think a lot of other people in this industry, I mean, it's all a shock. Everybody is still trying to digest it and still trying to
What is Ray J
understand it.
doing?
And even though, there's still
I don't
allegations
get
and
what
it's
Ray J
not
got to do with it.
anything
Yeah,
that's
like what does Ray J got to
factual
do with
yet, it's hurtful
Especially
and
to
it's
be on
confusing to a
this
lot of
though.
people.
Like,
You see a lot of celebrities trying to scrub their pages.
is bro
it?
even in
What are you doing?
politics like that, bro? Is bro even in politics like
Look
that?
at me. Look at me. Look at me. I want to hire an investigative team, 100K cash to find out every specific detail involving Meek Mill name to Diddy case. I also want them to look at who is powering the media involving Meek. Anything to do with Buddy. Something not
I mean, even that
right. I hear
look,
you,
that
man.
even
I
didn't
hear
even
you.
come out. Look, right? Even look for this. Like, I don't know. This is listen, man. I'm not saying I believe in
Mhm.
the Illuminati, but I believe in Hollywood, right? Just think about Hollywood.
Right.
They some powerful motherfuckers. We know that. We know Hollywood is some powerful people. There was an audio going around that was claiming to be Diddy and Meek, right? He was one of the celebrities,
hmm
so-called celebrities, at this who was a victim of the Diddy shit, especially popularized. They talking about Philly rapper that was dating Nicki Minaj, popular Philly rapper that was dating
hmm
Nicki Minaj. During out this whole trial, they ain't brung that up. Diddy, I mean Meek ain't been brung up. He ain't been brung up, even though he denying it. But they haven't found none. Or if they did, Hollywood might have silenced that shit, bro. If they send all this footage that they found at this man crib, incriminating people of in compromising positions, bro. I'm pretty sure he got some powerful He just ain't got the people that's on the stand on the video, bro. That's taking a stand against him. He just ain't got 50 baby mama. He just ain't got that porn star on the video, bro. He just ain't got Cassie on the video, bro. Out of all them videos. That's all I'm saying. He ain't just got all of them, bro. They talking about all these celebrities, then all these celebrities that's coming out, all these celebrities that's so-called that was coming out when everything that's happening, even that girl. You know what I'm saying? She said she ain't cool. You ain't in no lawsuit or nothing. But wouldn't it be worth you still to state, I mean, wanting to call you as a witness though?
Right.
If you sitting it, you feel me?
Yeah, when the state want to bring you in, everybody sharing all these videos of you in the
Exactly.
pool, like, which is crazy work though. It's just with Meek's situation, bro. What we do know, but what we see, it's like, I mean, look, we ain't saying nothing, bro. We just saying you in the pool, you at the parties. But I'm mad though, man, cause man, Diddy, man, what
I
the fuck?
don't know, man. I just know Hollywood's some powerful motherfuckers, and they got power and they got money, just enough to silence people, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you believe the Jeffrey Epstein files, you got to believe that it's some big celebrity names in them Diddy tapes.
Song that either mentioned or featured Sean Combs, you want that song to be able
Wake
to
up in
exist.
the morning
So
like
if his
fuck
name
P.
is mentioned, they
It's
may remove
crazy.
his name. And also, you had some people like 50 Cent really pushing the issue and saying, I told you so. This is who I told you he was.
These are behaviors and things that
I
with
don't ever want
drugs
to beef
and
with 50.
all the stuff that's going on, pills, drinking, it can make this man into a monster, and that's what it did, bro.
Diddy had a lot of fans and a lot of hangers on, and now he's radioactive.
Your life is in danger because you know the secrets, who's involved. When you go to prison, do not do your time going by Brother Love. Brother Love is not a good code name for prison.
We're starting to find out people knew. They saw things, but because of this culture of silence, when it comes to people with power and money, they're not speaking out as loud as they should be. But I think the tides are changing. People are speaking out loud and they're finally being heard.
And one way people are speaking out is through more lawsuits.
Lawsuits after the raid corroborated what Cassie was saying, where you had other women who alleged that they were victimized by Diddy.
The first of 3
Allegedly.
lawsuits comes 2 months after the raids. Model Crystal McKinney claims Combs sexually assaulted and drugged her at his studio back in 2003 and then had her blackballed from the industry. Next, April Lampros files a suit alleging Combs assaulted her 4 times, starting when she was just a college student. A few months later, another suit, this one from Dawn Richard.
Dawn was a part of Danity Kane, which was a music group that Sean Combs was managing, was promoting.
Dawn Richard was hand-selected by Diddy to be part of this band. What's extra powerful, though, is that she apparently was a witness to the violence allegedly committed against Cassie, saying that she saw Diddy strike Cassie. So this is part of the elements of sex trafficking. You have to show force, fraud, or coercion. Well, this is force.
And there's another shocker. Dawn Richard also claims she witnessed Combs engaging in sex acts with young girls. But then, the biggest bombshell of all, May 17th, 2024, CNN releases a surveillance video from 2016 that appears to show Combs violently assaulting Cassandra Ventura in a hotel hallway.
When they saw that video of her in the hotel and how Diddy beat her and kicked her in the face, he kicked her in the face. that really changed the energy around these allegations. And I think that really solidified, oh no, some of these things may be real.
I think the video shocked the world and made people realize that she was telling the truth if there
Imagine
was any
being
doubt.
at home, being
The weight
part
of
of the
this
Diddy
video is
family,
a lot
right?
on Sean
And
Combs.
the news just hit the house, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you like, man, you just sitting in your room, bro. You
Mm-hmm.
on scrolling on Facebook, the video drop on Twitter, you on X, video drop. You what the that like yo, what the hell? You in the house with the nigga as the shit going on. That's what I want to know. Like what everybody in the house was like thinking as when they saw this shit. Like what was the buzz around the house like, bro? Like what was the energy buzz, bro? Like who was all around the
Do you feel
niggas when
like?
they
Do you feel like? Do you, do you feel like? Damn, what I was just about to say. Do you feel like? Do you feel like that he told the kids? Like, what if he went home? Or what if he got in the car, like left the hotel, was like, man, just got into it with Shorty, bad as hell.
gotta be
Whoa,
that? I
uh,
mean, I'm pretty sure he told a motherfucker that though. Like, man, just
as a
got
kid,
into
I'd
it.
be like, dang, she was tripping, dad. Yeah, I was like, yeah, she was tripping, dad.
No, they knew. Some of the
'Cause
people
I got
knew because you said what?
oh, shit.
You said
Hold
what?
on. I said I gotta tell my family I'm getting extorted. I'm gonna let this run.
Bottom. That video is inexcusable. I take
Right.
full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now.
Real quick, how many times you think he did that video?
Unreal. Mm-hmm.
What if he smirked at the end of it? Just saying, you like, I'm sorry for what I did, but I swear to God, this shit crazy, ain't it? Oh, fuck, I'm smiling. But hold on, man. I don't know, man. Hey, you got to get in front of it before you get
Oh, it
behind
was
it.
live though, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was
It
going
was
live.
live.
No, he made a video.
How many times he?
No.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, because you can't just. No, you can't go live on that. And he turned his comments off. If you go to his page, you can't even comment on shit. But don't quote me on that.
I'm so sorry.
He had to apologize after the video came out, and I'm sure it led federal investigators to think there's a lot more to it. The video corroborated what she was saying. It made Diddy look like a liar.
Coming up, could Sean Combs' empire come crashing down?
Breaking news, music trailblazer Sean Combs, also known as P. Diddy, has been arrested by authorities in New York City on federal charges. He was taken into custody at the Park High.
Interstate transportation for prostitution.
6 months after the raid.
Fight for what you deserve. There's no upfront fee. The whole process can be done straight from your smartphone. You can see forthepeople.com.
Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution.
6 months after the raids on Sean Diddy Combs' houses and a flood of lawsuits, on September 16th, 2024, the self-proclaimed bad boy for life is officially arrested on federal charges.
In at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity. including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice.
But there's one element to the indictment that
Since 2008, though, bro. But even to go back on that, bro, from 2008 to right now, life has
What was
flipped
going
so
on?
fast. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What was going on in the
I'm
80s?
talking about from Carter 3 to Carter 6. Carter 3 to Carter 6.
That was the beginning of
You
a lot of
remember the
shit
times
right
of
there,
Carter.
though.
That was the beginning of a lot of shit. That was my next thing I was going to say. That's when shit was starting to get lit. That's when rappers started being friendly as hell. We getting remixes out the ass. Wayne dominating. Lloyd is hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, a love song is catchy.
What the fuck? What was you
Yeah,
at? What
man.
you was at in 2008?
2008, I think we were at Manual. What is that? I think that's sophomore.
No, just now graduating middle school, right?
Oh, yeah. We're getting out of the 8th grade. Yeah, I'm tripping.
Yeah, we
Carter
just, that's
3,
why it
Carter
was lit.
3.
That's why, like I said, that's the beginning. Freshman year. Well, going into
Freshman year
freshman
was
year,
the challenge.
yeah, we graduated that year.
Yeah.
Going into freshman year that same year. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think I met you my sophomore year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when that sky's the limit.
Yeah, because
Sky is the limit.
he dropped the version. He dropped the Carter 3 to leak though, but he dropped the Carter 3, and I remember I thought I had that bitch. I bought it from the CD man at churches. I remember getting home, putting it in. It was not, yes, sir. They can't stop me. I was like, oh man, come on, man. What we doing right now? What is this? What's going on?
That is the Carter 3. That was
No,
the
the one I had was the mixtape one. The one that had
Oh.
Sky's the Limit. No, the Sky's the Limit that's Drought 3. I'm thinking
Yeah.
and I'm just lighting up my la. That one. That's the
Oh, okay,
Carter.
okay, yeah. Motherfucker, my Auntie
Oh yeah,
Mary from Arkansas had died.
Pussy Money
And
Weed and Institute.
yeah. And my dad, just like you said, like before we had went out of town to go to Arkansas, my dad stopped in the Harrison and bought motherfucking the Carter 3 for my motherfucker, bro. That was my first time hearing it, bro. We rolled
That's
that
tight.
joint all the way there, bro. We listened to that CD all the way there and back, bro. I was fucking with the Carter 3 so hard at that time, bro. I was like, bro, this
Yeah.
is amazing, bro.
This is amazing, bro. Every song is a hit.
And I'm just sitting back as a kid, bro. You know, like as a kid, you don't got no say so over the music, bro. So just being able to hear this shit from beginning to end, bro, you like, bro. I was like, yo, this shit is so cold.
That's tight. That's tight.
that stands out more than anything else: the freak-offs.
I think the freak-offs were
Hey, you
the
know
most
you've
shocking
been
thing in the
frozen
indictment.
on my
It's one
side.
thing to know
Your
that he had
screen been
wild
frozen
parties.
on my side,
The
bro.
fact that Diddy filmed himself and filmed others showed that he thought he would never get caught.
Combs used force, threats of force,
Like your
coercion to
screen,
cause
like
victims
you can
to
see me
engage in
moving.
extended sexual performances with male commercial
Yeah.
sex workers, some of whom
I
he
can't see you
transported
moving.
over state lines.
Yeah.
And he often electronically recorded them.
I just
It's a little glitchy, but
what
yeah,
the government is saying is that there's a criminal enterprise that Sean Combs is the
Yeah,
leader
you
of
yo,
transports women and
I can
male
see the video.
prostitutes for the purpose of having these freak-offs, these sex parties where people are drugged and they have sex for days.
The
on
video
end.
going, right?
There are a number of charges
Yeah.
underneath them, but the freak-offs in these parties are really the case.
Yeah, we good.
On September 17th, a day after Sean Combs' arrest,
You
his
got,
sons and his
you
attorney
got me
joined him in
up,
court for a bail hearing.
You got me
Diddy
on
knew
your
what was coming,
screen.
and that's what his lawyers said, that he came to
Yeah.
New York because he knew this could happen. He could be arrested.
Because I could remove you.
I spent the evening with him about 1 o'clock.
I don't have you
His
frozen.
spirits are good. He's confident. He is dealing
You
with this
good,
head
bro.
on, the way he's dealt with
Everything
every
going good
challenge
with
in
this.
his life. and he's not guilty. He's innocent of these charges.
Oh,
The charges in the latest indictment are very serious. From a jail time perspective, the racketeering conspiracy, minimum of 20 years to life. Trafficking, minimum of 15 to life, and the transportation for the purpose of prostitution, up to 10 years. For someone who's in their mid-50s, that's a lot of jail time. Even if he gets the low end of it, being in prison for the rest of his life.
No, if
We're
you
gonna
get
fight
10
this
years,
case, with everything we have, as is he.
you got 2 in
and
already.
Eventually, he's going to be shown to be innocent. And so tomorrow we fight again, and we'll fight every day.
He's
until
getting
we don't
guilty
have to
for
fight
that, the
anymore.
lowest crime, bro.
The first
They're getting
battle
a
line for
charge out
Combs'
of this.
defense team to cross is to keep him out of jail, at least until the trial. So they offer a bail package of $50 million secured by the equity in his and his mother's properties in Florida. The prosecution argues that Combs should be locked up without bail.
There are 3 main reasons why. Number
They
one,
always do that.
the allegations show he's a danger to the community. Number 2, he's a flight risk. I mean, here's a guy with lots of resources, lots of connections around the world. And third, he had been known to obstruct and tamper with witnesses to try to intimidate them. Why wouldn't he try to do that if he's out?
During the bail hearing, the judge sides with the prosecution. Then,
Because that would be the stupidest thing to ever do. Why would I try
What's
to
that?
talk to the, especially if y'all actually let me?
But
I would never.
they don't.
I
But
don't
the
know.
criminal. But you
Not
don't
really
know
know
the
the witness.
why.
How do
Like,
I know the witnesses?
I mean, it ain't hard to figure it out. If you powerful, so powerful, you got this. You know what I'm saying? You can hire somebody to. You know what I'm saying? Investigate and figure it out what the police know too. That can look, man. I'm gonna give your ass $1 million, Tyson. Go find out what I need to find out. Shut the fuck up though. Don't tell nobody. I'm giving you $1 million for this, bro. What you finna do? And I got some more shit coming too. Some more money for you. What you finna do? You gonna go do what you told and keep quiet about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with
Damn,
Diddy. He
million.
paying me. He giving me some money. He giving me $1 million. And look, he's sending to you right now, right there. What's your bank account? You what the man? Look, all right, man. I'm gonna go see what these people talking about, man. I got you. He on house arrest, and then we get bumped. Then I tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, yeah, he paid me $1 million. That's the point of they saying like, yo, you still got influence on a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Because technically, can they take that $1 million back from me? That's me, right?
Shit.
No way they can take
Yeah.
that.
Hell no, man. That shit gone. What million? Oh, I spent that. Balenciaga. I bought Balenciaga everything. That's on bro. You gonna spend $1 million. That's probably like 3
Yeah.
outfits. That's like 3 outfits. Yeah, nah.
Bill,
I
I'm
bought
gonna be too nervous.
Balenciaga.
I'm gonna be so nervous. I'm gonna be passing out money. Like, get my
Oh,
shit
bro.
straight. And I'm gonna just be
Motherfuckers
yeah.
just be like, hey
I'm
man.
gonna change some lives.
Bro, you give away. They just man, let me borrow $5. All right, man. I'm gonna give you 5,000. I just wanted $5. All right, go ahead.
I really just need a dub. Oh yeah, man. I'm gonna send you 200, man. Damn. No, you ain't. And then they ain't gonna know I got money because I'm gonna try to keep it so low key. I'm gonna just keep invested in this shit. So I'm gonna just try to keep looking normal as hell.
Bro.
But yeah, that shit's crazy.
Then Combs' request is subsequently denied again.
Now that he's behind bars pre-trial, you'll see more people come forward who otherwise would have been scared.
I was disappointed in the judge's decision because with such a bail package that was presented, it was more than enough to secure his presence in court. But to have him detained without being convicted, I think is cruel and unusual punishment.
At the time of this recording, Sean Combs is being detained at the notorious Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn until his case goes to trial.
Describe the conditions of
The food is inedible, from what I've been told. It's way too hot in the summer. Sometimes there's no heat at all in the winter. The toilet water has been known to freeze. It's violent. Someone like Mr. Combs, might
Tyson.
target.
You go from living large with your multi-million-dollar mansion and your private plane and your fancy cigars to living in a rat-infested detention facility until you're wearing an orange jumpsuit and a pair of steel bracelets. It's not real. Now it's real.
And one question on everyone's mind.
Real quick, if y'all know all these details about this prison, why ain't y'all trying to clean, like you know it's rat infested? Why y'all ain't ain't gonna do nothing about that?
No, they not. Hey,
Please, bro.
did you just see me pop off the screen, bro?
No, I'm on YouTube. I just jump back and forth.
Oh,
See
you
right
on
now,
the
though.
tab YouTube?
Yeah, I'm on. I'm going through
That
the.
motherfucking screen just
I'm
said.
going through. No, I'm sharing it. I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah.
Through YouTube. Oh, okay, we're like an hour. We almost done now. We'll get into some other shit in a second.
Mind, will anyone else go down with Sean Combs?
As a defense attorney who practices in the Southern District of New York, there will be people who are reaching out to defense attorneys such as myself who are worried and concerned.
Given this
that
is
the
7
subpoena is
months ago
coming
when they
and
made
that
this.
they too could be involved in a
There's so
potential
much shit.
prosecution.
Definitely other people will be subpoenaed. I'm
They ain't
curious to
even-
see whether other
We
people
see now
have
that
been
they ain't
mentioned
brought
in the
nobody
prosecution
in,
and
really.
struck deals with them to have them cooperate and testify against Sean Combs, or whether down the line there'll be additional charges and additional defendants on the indictment.
We are not done. This investigation is ongoing, and I encourage anyone with information about this case to come forward and to do it quickly.
You said we are not done and that Combs did not do this alone. Do you foresee that there could be other charges related to this case?
I'm not taking anything off the table.
No one wants to be mentioned in the same sentence as Diddy right now. No one wants to be in that neighborhood.
I want to express my deep appreciation for the victims and witnesses who have used their voices and helped bring this criminal conduct to light. We would not be here without them.
While DA Williams mentioned both victims and witnesses in his news conference, in the actual indictment, no victims are listed specifically, but one is implied.
When we look at the indictment, they mention victim number one. But when you look at the allegations specifically about a hotel incident that was captured on video where allegedly Sean Combs had beaten on Cassie Ventura, you can own Cassie Ventura. So other victims haven't been named in the indictment itself.
So with other victims not being named, we done with this because this is before anyway. That was a lot, man. Free Diddy, and you know what I'm saying, to the victims, definitely sorry y'all went through that. But yeah. But yo, there's something else I wanted to touch real quick. But I think we're gonna end this one just so we could just check it out, just so I can see how the videos and everything on my end. But we about to let's do another one because we need to get into this Shannon Sharp and Jim Jones shit.
What's that time about? What happened?
Set an outro? Nah, we don't need no outro.